Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV, where you can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Klim Elite Snowmobile Glove, available at RevZilla.com. The Klim Elite is the step up from the Klim Summit. This is a top-end, north of $200, hardcore Gore-Tex snowmobile glove in full gauntlet fashion. What Klim has done is they've designed and engineered a glove that's meant for an even more aggressive style of riding using the latest and greatest of the best technologies out there. So this glove is going to keep you warm, it's going to keep you dry, it's going to keep you protective. Think aggressive snowmobiling. Now, for those of you that have a big budget but don't do aggressive snowmobiling, this is an insane glove that'll cut you through most wintertime conditions. But for those of you that are out there really riding, that are going to sweat and be more active, the first thing I'm going to home in on is really the beauty of the Gore-Tex lining that's in this glove. It's Gore XTRAfit. First time we've seen Gore XTRAfit in an insulated glove. And what that means is you have the Gore-Tex lining, which is the most breathable, the most waterproof that you can get, guaranteed for life. So windproof, waterproof. And the beauty is when your hand is sweating, the sweat evaporates through the Gore membrane. It allows you to stay warm and dry versus cold and clammy inside the glove, but then it's completely impervious to the elements from the outside in. The cool part about XTRAfit is it's a new bonding technology with the liner to the glove in the tips of the fingers, so you don't feel that lining, but it can never be pulled out. A lot of times people think, well, I have a clammy hand, which doesn't really happen a lot with Gore-Tex, but if your hand goes in wet, if you're pulling it out of the liner, a lot of times other gloves, that liner can shift. It can create bulk. It feels like the liner's not moving with the glove itself. XTRAfit keeps that liner bonded in place and makes it so you can never pull it out. Now, from a fit standpoint, I'm wearing a large. It is an American cut glove. It's a full grain cowhide exterior, but being that it is an insulated glove, there's more bulk here. So if you're in between sizes, between large and extra large, you want to go to the size up. I happen to be a sweet spot in American cut gloves in the large, so I'm fine, but it is going to fit very snugly for what I would consider to be a wintertime glove. Now, looking at the rest of the features, you're looking at cowhide throughout. You notice in some of these other areas, we have different areas of cowhide. The awesome part is that it's Pittards Armortan, which is a ceramic coating to the leather. It's a different treatment process. It's better abrasion resistance, better waterproof. It's not going to get wet. It's not going to hold water in the exterior with the Pittards Armortan. You also are going to have Poron XRD, which is a molecular style of armor. We see it in these pads. It's very soft. It moves with you, but on impact, it absorbs that energy and gets more rigid. In the knuckles, we have it down along the side of the ulna and our full cuff here. And then if you notice here, we have a lower profile cuff. It's a single cuff closure, and you have this big gaiter with this big pull. So it's a nylon pull, so it allows you to really incorporate this glove with depending on the type of shell that you're wearing. Elasticated panels in the back of the hand, elasticated panels mid-digitally, as well as these areas for reflectivity. Like any good snowmobile glove, you're going to have a visor wiper built into the side of the finger, and notice that it sticks up pretty good here. It's meant to be rigid, it's meant to stick up. Sometimes you see them, they're a little floppy. You're not going to have any of those issues. Now, as I move it over, one of the things that's really cool, especially me being a hardcore motorcyclist, is that we see that you have external stitching, and that's done so you're not going to feel that stitch. If that stitch was in the inside, you'd have one more thing to get in the way of your finger to give you less feel within the glove. This glove is meant for more sporty or aggressive snowmobile riding. By giving it an external stitch like we see in the motorcycle world a lot, you're going to have less stitch on the inside. You're not going to feel it with your finger. You're going to be able to use less material and have more tactile response from the glove. Notice big coated double stitch panels. This is that, again, Pittards Armortan material in the heavily abrasion resistant areas. It's going to give you better bang for the buck, better resistance in the longer term while giving you better protection. Moving down, micro elastication at the list, micro Velcro with an elasticated wrist strap here that's going to allow you some micro adjustment. And then we have a single cuff closure here. Again, micro Velcro, so it's not going to get caught on any of your base layers. And then notice the lining is reflective as well. So all in, this is the aggressive big brother that continues to pick on the Klim Summit. The Summit's going to be a little bit more laid back in some of the materials. It's still going to be Gore-Tex, but it's not going to be as an aggressive cut. Even here on the thumb, you can see that elastication. Hardcore snowmobiling, full size range from Klim, north of that $200 mark. The lining of this glove as well is going to be what I would consider microfleece. So I'm actually going to pull it off really quickly. I'll see if I can get a good shot on the interior. The interior of this glove is nice and lined with this microfleece here. You can see it up on the side, and it's going to be an area it's going to be a material that's really comfortable against your hand, and that's throughout all the finger boxes, throughout the palm. And then last but not least, let's talk about insulation. So all things considered, you have Gore-Tex, which is going to give you that 100% wind blocking, water blocking. but you also have Thinsulate 100 grams in the back of the hand. So think about aggressive riding, high speed, backs of your hands are what are really going to get the bulk of the wind, but they don't want to add that bulk to the palm so you can feel your controls. 100 grams of insulation along the back of the hand, much lighter insulation here in the palm with that Gore-Tex membrane. Again, enough to be warm, but not enough to get in the way of the feel and the response here of the Elite Glove from Klim. So let us know your feedback. If you're currently wearing one, if you're seeing it for the first time, subscribe to us on RevZilla TV and leave your feedback in the product page, on the video page on RevZilla TV on YouTube, or on the product detail page on our site. The Q&A section, the product review, don't be afraid to tell us what you think. Also, if you have any questions about fit, about sizing, about functionality, is this the right glove for your type of riding? And I think for you hardcore elite guys out there, you're going to know if it is. Shoot us a line, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. As always, it's over $39. That means we ship for free, exchange for free. No restock fee if you need to send it back to us so you get the wrong size. And as always, you can earn Thinsulate cash on any order over $100, save you some money on your next order. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown of the Klim Elite Gore-Tex Glove, available at RevZilla.com/Klim. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.